All right, welcome back, everybody. Anybody? I guess.
I think anybody's probably more appropriate.
Anybody's more appropriate at this point.
Yeah.
This is game 3 of Buckeye Battles. I got faced against Ogre Khan, another one of my favorite opponents. I don't think orcs are built well to deal with ogres, or at least my list isn't. So
Yeah, they're tough now with that iron fist, basically making them go first, and with all those attacks,
they go
equaling your toughness. That's
yeah, it's pretty damaging, and I'm not hitting them on. None of my units are hitting them on better than 4s.
Yeah.
So it makes it tough. But on to his army. He has. This is Ogre Khan's army. You can see a great shaman, level 4 on butchery. And the butchery lore is so great with the bubble versions of all those bonus buffs.
Mm-hmm.
You have the Book of Arcane Power, the Talisman of Greater Shielding. So 5 up ward save and the extra spell. The level 1 Wilderness, Scroll Caddy guy. And a BSB, Mammoth Hide Cloak, Orcs Charm, and Headhunter. Really light in characters.
Yeah, no super fighty ones.
No, but they, anyway. Big unit of 10 tribesmen, unit of 6 bruisers, 4 bombardiers, those are the hand cannon guys.
Yep.
Tusker Cav with a flaming standard, 4 of those.
Okay.
4 mercenary veterans, 2 Yetis, a Kin Eater, and then this is not a repeating thing, it's an Orc.
It's a rock.
A rock?
I think we got an extra or.
Oh, is it not? It's supposed to be a rock?
Yeah.
Oh, well, okay. Well, anyway.
Well, orcs can't speak ogre.
We can't speak. No, we can't. So, big unit, lots of troops for ogres. Deployment, I've got a get launcher on the far left, unit of boar boys, goblins.
So your bunkers in the front line?
Bunkers on the front line. Because I think the bunker can help. I don't know what. I'm actually okay with that. Squig herd over here. What I was the idea when I was setting up is the squig herd. Get the squig herd and the spider into that big unit of 20, a big unit of 10, and just start eating away at them.
Right. I'm
going to take a lot of losses on the spiders, but the squigs, but the spider is going to be stubborn. So I thought I could get by with that.
And your general in the middle.
And general's in the middle. Dasher's over here to the right. There's another unit of boar boys off to the far right that you don't see. You can see poking out on the bottom of the center of this picture is the splatterer, and there's another get launcher on the far right.
Okay.
What he end up on top, and there's my spiders after they vanguard. Scout and Vanguard. Scout.
And Vanguard, okay.
Up here on the top left, this guy is just the Kin Eater. He's just standing there. He's ambushing. He's not deployed
he's
there.
Just there, okay.
Going across on he's got the 4 mercenaries, the 4 Tuskers, a unit of bruisers behind them, the big rock, and 10 tribesmen. And then far right is the handgunners and 2 Yetis.
Right.
Who also, I think they vanguarded or...
Yeah, what's the long tube?
They vanguard or scout?
The big red tube by the hill on the left. What unit is that?
The big long tube. This thing right here?
Yeah.
This is a big stabba that we dropped earlier in the day.
And you've got 3 tokens in the middle?
And 3 tokens in the middle. This one is you get some bonus points for controlling these tokens. Each one's worth 100 victory points at the end of the game. So not much. Not really. 100 victory points, hardly worth going after, to tell you the truth.
And the setup was just a regular...
Setup was battle line.
Battle line.
The one thing that these are worth is controlling more objectives than your opponent at the end of the game gives you +3 bonus points, battle points. Getting a scoring unit into your opponent's deployment zone at the end of the game is worth a battle point, and having no scoring unit in your own deployment zone is worth a battle point.
Okay.
So, move forward and kill him. Here's a better picture. His army. And there we go. And I'm off. Spider Riders came up here to shoot at the mercenaries. Not 100% sure why I did this. I think it was just to distract them.
Right.
Best I can think of at this point was to distract them. Everything, when you see the stuff on the far right, just getting ready for these Yetis over there.
Right.
Just kind of making a circle.
And you deployed your phone so your orcs could call home?
Yes, because they're getting ready to do that about right now.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. Spider moving up a little bit. I don't want to get hit with that big rock thing.
Right.
Because it does a lot of impact hits. His turn. He just moves forward a bit, as you can see.
Yeah, keeping things tight.
He's keeping things really tight. His mercenaries turn to face the spiders. Yetis move up, not a lot, but they do move up some. And, of course, the mercenaries just shoot off my spiders.
And it was all a blur.
And that's, there's a lot of lead flying over there. So, my turn, 2. Look at this. I was actually kind of happy about this.
Until you found out how many attacks those things have.
Until I remembered how many attacks they have, and that despite my weapon skill 4, I'm still hitting them on 4s.
Yeah.
Because of his Iron Fist.
Yep.
So, that made me a little less happy. My Boar Riders managed to charge into the Yetis. I'm thinking this might be good, because if you notice, that one right there on the left has 2 wounds on him from a Doom Diver, I believe. Get launcher splattered.
And you got to the water without anything bad happening.
And
to
I
you.
charged through water without getting hurt.
Yeah.
So I'm like, okay, this might actually work out. Well,
Something seems to be missing.
we'll start with the... And I did manage to get this spell off here, which is the reroll all 6s. To hit wound, armor saves.
Yeah.
That helped me quite a bit, as you can see.
Since he needed primarily 3s and 2s. Yeah.
I did kill 2 of them and put a wound on another one, so I did do a little bit of damage on my way out, but not much. Of course, over here, speaking of damage on the way out, was absolutely none. The Boar Rider slashed into him, and he killed me before I could attack.
Yeah.
I did not think that was going to happen.
Well, they have the initiative, plus they have the special rule that...
lowers my initiative as well, which I thought they would go first. I just didn't think he could kill me. So,
and I think they're very nice in 9th Age. So
apparently I thought wrong. And if you also notice, these guys, the Bombardiers back here,
Bombardier.
have managed to shoot off one of my Squig Nash Dashers. Bombardier. He bombed him.
Yeah.
And then he moves up. Yeti's still happy over there.
I think I need to adjust my prescription.
I think so. And we move on to turn 3. So, failing with the Squig Herd, I figured the Orcs could do a better job of it.
Send in the main battle units.
We're strength 5 with spear, armor piercing 1.
Yep, fighting in 3 ranks.
How bad could this be? And I got my general in there.
Generals in there, yeah.
So, I'm okay with this. Everything else is lining up. Everything getting ready for the big scary fight. These Nash Dashers hop over here and get the Yetis in the flank. With D3 impact hits, they can do a little bit of damage going in. They're still going to go last, but...
Oh, because you're down 1, yeah.
Yeah, he did shoot one off with the guys back here. Anyway, thought that might be good for me. And you can see, I managed to kill one of the
Tusker
Cav. One.
There still seems to be one standing.
One, and he didn't go anywhere either. So, that doesn't bode well for me. I was really counting on, and if you notice, I am lined up to hit this rock thing in the flank on an overrun.
Yeah, but you have to win to do that.
Yeah, and I did win, I think. He decided not to go anywhere.
Yeah.
Anyway, yeah, I'm not happy at all at this point. That's just terrible.
Yeah, it's bad luck.
But on the right-hand side, my Nasher Dashers, look at that. Yetis are gone.
Yeah.
Pretty awesome, huh? Spider comes up here. These guys are only strength 4, this big block of ogres in front of me. I'm happy to get him into there.
Right.
And he needs 6s to wound
No
me.
characters in the unit.
And just deal with it. There are 2 characters in there, but as you saw, they're not...
Right.
Nobody big, tough guys in his army. But he doesn't want to play with the spider, with the little guys. He sends them after my tiny guys. And the big rock thumps into my spider.
Yeah, so he's gotten behind your main battle line.
Yeah, well, that's because those guys don't want to kill that Tusker.
Yeah.
They
Yeah.
like it. And so that's kind of what it looks like. He also charged over here in my troll. I got this other troll lined up so that he's ready to deal with him for the next turn. His mercenary is still sitting back here shooting.
As your goblins taunt him.
As my goblins taunt him, and they're shooting back at him with their mighty short bows.
Oh, there you go.
And
look, you got a new friend.
Kin Eater shows up here in my back line. Not thrilled about that. More on that, just a better picture on that side. Just another. And then we go to turn 4. Turn 4. This time he's killed both my
Yeah, something seems to be missing.
both my trolls are gone. The grotlings, of course, are gone, and these guys are positioned around to face my rear.
They're small and make a nice snack for an ogre.
They do.
So now you kind of got the pincer thing going on.
I got the pincer thing going on. I do have my chariot here ready to get these guys off me, but it's the only thing I've got going for me. My spider managed to beat his rock.
Yeah, that's
But there are 7 wounds on me.
quite impressive fight for a spider.
Yes. Well, I mean, the guy with the great weapons on there
Yeah.
did a bit of damage himself. So, and that's the one unit I'm not needing 4s to hit with everything.
Yeah. It's a tough monster, though,
Yeah.
so yeah.
So I did manage to clean off the last Tusker
There you go.
and turn to face just as this unit came in.
Just in time to get hit by a whole bunch of...
Yeah, and this unit's got
Ogres.
me. This back here is his wilderness spell, which he's got is the -1 to hit. Curse of the Forest or Curse of the Wilderness or something.
Yeah.
-1 to hit. Over here on the left, you can see he's charged in his 3 mercenaries into my goblins.
Right.
I do have a BSB in there with the Sword of
goblin
Heroes.
BSB.
Goblin BSB with the Sword of Heroes. You know, he's not. I mean, he's not complete trash. This guy managed to get hung up.
Hey?
You know, I got that going for me. Put 2 wounds on him. Look at that.
Yeah.
Scared him. And over here, the bruiser shot off my Nasher Dashers. And he's measuring to figure out how bad he's going to kill me later on. And we run this fight. And, okay. The 2, what are they, bombardiers?
Bombardier.
The 2 bombardiers
I like
put
the
the
bombardier.
hit once, wound once.
Yep, got your last wound and no more.
No more,
No more spider.
no spider. I was hoping to have it to go into the flank of this unit
That's tough with only 1 wound
up
on
top. I still would have done it
it. Yeah.
just to try to save the orcs, but
Yeah. He's going to die anyway, so.
yeah, he's not going to get away fast enough. BSB managed to drop ones, lowers their attacks. I hold for a turn. Look at this.
Yeah.
Pretty impressive. Goblins holding up to mercenaries.
Yeah.
On the other hand, there's a big chunk missing right here in the center of the board where the ogres crushed me.
Where's all the orcs that used to be there?
They are no longer there.
Yeah. And you killed a few, but he still got, 10.
Yeah, I killed 2.
8 left with the characters.
Yeah, 2.
Yeah.
Just terrible. Terrible.
Terrible.
Moving on to turn 6.
Looking at all the casualties.
Things aren't doing really well. Here we go. These guys fire some shots into the approaching great weapon guys. And it's not much else they can do. Again, they're not going to be able to they're not going to make their leadership check to do anything more. His big kin eater gets into my get launcher.
Gets he finished off the other one?
Finally finished off the other one. These guys moved forward on turn 6 and shot up. This one only did a wound,
So you're still there.
Still there. And the epic battle with the goblins and the
Your last remaining combat block
great weapon guys.
of sorts.
And he punishes me.
Yes.
And I'm running. So, I've got a fleeing unit here. I've got a get launcher in the corner.
Indeed.
And that's about it. Didn't go well. It ended up with a 16-7, which was... He ended up with 2,600 points out of me. I got 1,000 out of him. So he ended up with about a little over a 1,500 point win for a 16-7. Oddly enough, we both only got 1 bonus points because neither one of us had a scoring unit in the other's deployment zone.
Right.
So he got kind of hurt on bonus points despite how badly he beat me. So I ended up with a 16-7 in this game. Well, totaled out to 17-8 by the time it was done. And that was wrapping up the day 1 for me. It wasn't a good day for me.
Yeah.
2 vampires and an ogre.
Now, all you have to do now is face up against some Warriors of Dark Gods, and you'll be in great shape.
Yeah, pretty good, huh?
Yeah,
Not bad. I was counting on infernal dwarves for the next day.
that's true.
I was really counting on opening
Infernal
up.
Dwarves are always a nice matchup.
I was really counting on opening up on infernal dwarves since I've recently been punished by them a few times.
Yeah.
But anyway, thanks for listening. That was game 3.